What we're witnessing is not merely a bureaucratic error. It's not just a breach of data protection law. It's the slow-motion fallout of a scandal with lethal consequences. At least 10 confirmed deaths and likely many more have occurred following the Ministry of Defence's leak of sensitive data in 2022. And that spreadsheet, once suppressed by a super injunction, has now re-emerged under a terrible new name, the kill list, with photographs. In February 2022, an MOD official, surprisingly still anonymous, mistakenly released a document containing the details of over 18,000 Afghan nationals applying for resettlement under the Arab scheme. Him or she mistakenly released that list twice. It's a little bit like the scene in Chicago, where somebody mistakenly walks into a knife again and again and again. These were interpreters, special forces collaborators and civilian liaison, people who risked everything to assist British troops in their mission. The leak also contained email correspondence from senior government officials and, incredibly, the names of 100 British Special Forces soldiers and MI6 operatives. But rather than confront the error publicly, the government buried it beneath a super injunction. For nearly 2 years, MPs, journalists and victims were kept in the dark, and the very existence of the leak became a state secret. In recent days, we've received confirmed reports of at least 10 deaths linked to the leak. 4 men executed and dumped in a ditch after being forced into hiding or forced out of hiding in Iran. The brother of an elite Triple Force soldier gunned down, allegedly because the Taliban linked him to a known UK collaborator. Colonel Turjan murdered alongside his family outside a mosque in Helmand. Hamidullah Koshi shot in cold blood in Khost province while attending a wedding. Muzammil Nejrabi ambushed and killed while tending to his fields. Hayatullah Nizami, a dismembered corpse discovered near a Taliban garrison. Saboon Omar and Abdullah Rahman Delawar executed despite the Taliban's supposed amnesty. A leaked internal dossier compiled by independent caseworkers contains the names of over 200 such individuals. Their deaths stretch back across provinces, years and family lines, and the common thread is exposure by the British. The government response has been evasive and cynical. John Healey, the Defence Secretary, admitted he cannot say for sure whether the breach caused deaths, while relying on the Rimmer Review, a report commissioned by the very institution under scrutiny. Sounds like something from the top shelf of W.H. Smith. The Rimmer Review argues it's highly unlikely the spreadsheet alone caused targeting. Yet this view is contradicted by lawyers, victims and Taliban sources who say that the list has circulated for years, with one unit, Yarmouk 60, allegedly tasked with hunting its names. Parliament's Intelligence and Security Committee was not informed. MPs were lied to. Victims were left in limbo. Families denied visas and British promises of loyalty shattered. Consider Ali, an Afghan interpreter who risked his life in Helmand translating Taliban communications. His father was tortured to death. His family is now in hiding. Twice he's applied for relocation to the UK, both times denied. He says heartbreakingly, "If I don't win this case, I'll go back. If the British government can't save my family, then I must." Ali carried the body of a British soldier, and now the country he helped won't carry his family to safety. This scandal is not about a failure of data management, it's about moral collapse, a betrayal of those who stood with us when it mattered most. At least 10 people are dead, hundreds in hiding. A government that once promised refuge has become the architect of peril. Parliament must now demand full scrutiny, full transparency, proper compensation, immediate protection for those whose lives have been endangered by this unforgivable error. History will ask, did Britain abandon its allies? We must ensure the answer is no.